I'm pretty sure ang dami sa inyo excited na sa launching ng Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G here in the Philippines. And ako, equally excited din ako. Inaabang ko kung ano magiging presyo nitong phone na ito. And to my surprise, it went high. Sky high. Gano'ng kataas? Malalaman nyo after this quick intro. So si Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G na may 12 gigs of RAM and a 512 gigs of storage, malaki naman siya, would be priced at a whooping 47,999 here in the Philippines. Sabi, magugulat ka na lang sa presyo niya. And here are some of the specs to expect from this phone. It's just a MediaTek Dimensity 8450. Take note, hindi pa siya flagship chip, pero yan ang presyo na sinisingil sa'yo. Triple 50MP na camera na hindi pa Hasselblad. 50MP ang kanyang front-facing camera, well, wala namang masabi. 6,200 mAh ang kanyang battery with a 80 watts na wired charging support and a 50 watts na wireless charging support. IP68 and IP69 na dust and water resistant na makita mo sa mga 30,000 something pesos na phone from other brands. AMOLED display na may 120Hz screen refresh rate, the Corning Gorilla Glass 7i, very common lang to. And the worst part, UFS 3.1 lang siya, hindi pa UFS 4.0. And sinacharge ka ng kulang-kulang 50 mil. Now, tatanungin nyo, Gadget Psychic, nire-recommend mo ba Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G? It's a big no. And in this video, i-recommend ko sa inyo 6 devices na pwede nyo bilhin na hindi Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G. And it's somewhere at that price point or even below. And the last one will really shock you. Start muna natin with one of the most powerful one na compact flagship. Xiaomi 15 base variant. This one is being powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite, which is of course pinaka-powerful na meron ni Qualcomm. Compared sa Dimensity 8450, walang-wala si Dimensity 8450. Tatlong triple na 50MP camera din na meron nito. And best of all, Leica pa siya. Si Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G, hindi man lang Hasselblad. 5,240 ang kanyang battery, pero dahil sa kanyang form factor, kaya medyo maliit ang kanyang battery. Pero meron siyang 90 watts of fast charging support and also a 50 watts of wireless charging support. LTPO AMOLED display na siya and 120Hz of screen refresh rate. And the best part, UFS 4.0 na siya. All of that for just 45,000 pesos globally. And nalaro ko naman itong phone na ito and honestly, I'll tell you na sobrang okay siya. Compact na compact sa kamay and the camera shots are really good. In my past experience sa Reno 11 Pro, 12 Pro, 13 Pro, I was really disappointed sa mga camera shots niya. And sa 14 Pro, I expect not much improvement. And nakita ko some of the shots na nakita ko online ng mga ibang media na nagpo-post, hindi naman impressive ang mga shots from the Oppo Reno 14 Pro. So doon pala medyo hindi na ako ginaganahan i-review itong phone na ito. Mas lalong hindi ko i-recommend sa inyo. Next up is the Vivo X200 FE. Kaka-review lang natin to and this is being powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 9300 Plus, which is one generation lower na flagship chip na meron ni MediaTek as opposed sa 8450 na mid-ranger lang at sinisingil ka ng flagship level na price. Dalawang 50MP na camera and a 8MP na ultra-wide lens na meron niya. 50MP rin ang kanyang front-facing camera. Beat that. 6,500 mAh ang kanyang battery, which is bigger and mas compact pa to compared sa Reno 14 Pro 5G, and a 90 watts na fast charging support. Yung nga lang, wala siyang wireless charging. LTPO AMOLED display na rin siya with 120Hz screen refresh rate and same lang sila ni Reno na UFS 3.1. All of that for just 42,000 pesos ang kanyang 512 gigs of storage, and this is the global variant. Ito pangatlo, Honor 400 Pro 5G, powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which is one generation lower compared sa 8 Elite, and it's definitely more powerful than the MediaTek Dimensity 8450. 200MP ang kanyang main camera sensor with a 50MP na telephoto and a 12MP na ultra-wide lens. 50MP rin ang kanyang front-facing camera. 6,000 mAh ang kanyang battery size with a 100 watts of fast charging support and a 50 watts na wireless charging support. AMOLED display din siya na may 120Hz screen refresh rate and best of all, UFS 4.0 na siya. All of that for just 32,000 pesos. And ang dami ng freebies if you order early. And another kicker dito sa kanya, marami siyang AI features and meron pa siyang hardcore studio na portrait shots na wala rin ni Reno 14 Pro 5G. Next one siguro pagtatawanan nyo ko, si Nothing Phone 3. I know ang daming sa inyo pinagtawanan to phone na ito, ang daming tech reviewer na pinagtawanan to device na ito dahil they are trying to charge you flagship level price and yung kanyang specs is just katamtaman lang. But for me, personally, I would say na this is still way better than the Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G. Hear me out muna. Meron siyang Qualcomm Snapdragon 8S Gen 4. I know it's not a flagship chip, pero it's still nasa gitna siya ng 8 Gen 2 and 8 Gen 3. So, I would say na it's still kahit papaano maganda ang kanyang performance. Tatlong 50MP na main camera sensor din, and na-test na natin ang kanyang camera. It's definitely good. Medyo unorthodox nga lang tingnan ng kanyang likod, yung kanyang camera placement, which is, I think, medyo gusto lang din natin na kakaiba siya. 50MP rin ang kanyang front-facing camera. Ito medyo dihado siya. 5,150 mAh ang kanyang battery, 65 watts ang kanyang wired charging support, and 15 watts ang kanyang wireless charging support. Maganda naman kanyang display, a OLED display with 120Hz screen refresh rate, and it's being protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass 7i. And the best part is UFS 4.0 na rin siya. All of that for 45K. And it's still lower than the 48K na sinisingil sa inyo ng Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G. Now, fifth on my list is Apple iPhone 15. At kung nga ba na-recommend to? Dahil si Apple A16 na Bionic chip is a performer. This is a 4nm chip na gawa ni Apple, and it's bound to perform. I was able to use itong phone na ito, was able to play with it, kaya naman na mag-play ng games. And the best part is maganda kanyang camera. 48MP na main camera sensor and a 12MP na ultra-wide lens. Dihado lang siya, wala siyang telephoto lens, pero magugulat ka naman sa kanyang presyo, which is quite low na this 2025. It has a really good 12MP na front-facing camera. Yung battery na medyo dihado at 3,400 mAh. It can support 25 watts of fast charging and 15 watts na wireless charging. Super Retina XDR na OLED display ang meron niya, and it's being protected by the ceramic shield glass. All of that for just 34K, and it's still way lower than a 48K na Reno 14 Pro 5G. For me, personally, yung performance sa Apple 15 would really merit me to purchase it over the Reno 14 Pro 5G. That is based on personal experience and sa kanyang performance. And the last one is a shocker. Dito magugulat ka, the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's a one step lower last year na model na S Ultra na series ni Samsung, which is yung pinaka-best na phone na meron niya, ay magugulat ka sa presyo na later. Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 ang kanyang processor, 4 ang kanyang camera lens starting with a 200MP na main camera sensor, 12MP ang kanyang front-facing camera, which is not bad, 5,000 mAh ang kanyang battery with a 45 watts of fast charging support and a 15 watts na wireless charging support. Dynamic LTPO AMOLED display na may 120Hz screen refresh rate, and it's being protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass Armor. Best of all, UFS 4.0 na rin siya. And here's the shocker. Ang kanyang presyo is just 47,000 pesos, and it's definitely going to blow the Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G out of the window. Kung ganun ang presyohan ng Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra na brand new, wala nang bibili ng Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G kung ako. And of course, syempre gusto ko i-special mention isang phone na halos katumbas ni Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G, pero it's from the same brand. It's also from Oppo, pero it's a China ROM phone. Para medyo maging patas naman ng laban, no? Yung nga lang, magreklamo iba kasi China ROM mas mura. Pero hear me out, the kind of specs is almost equal. And this is the Oppo K13 Turbo. Hindi pa siya Pro, ha? Powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 8450, which is exactly the same kay Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G. Pareho silang AMOLED display with 120Hz screen refresh rate. Pareho din silang Corning Gorilla Glass 7i protected. Medyo mas dihado lang kanyang camera. This one only has a 50MP na main camera sensor, wala siyang telephoto, and wala siyang ultra-wide. And ang kanyang front-facing camera is a 16MP na front-facing shooter, pero mas malaki ang battery nito at 7,000 mAh and having the same 80 watts na wired charging. And wala siyang wireless charging support. One good thing is meron pa siyang fan dito sa likod, which is perfect for gamers. Parehong-parehong kanyang size ng kanyang screen, 6.inch na AMOLED display with a 120Hz na screen refresh rate. And pareho din silang UFS 3.1. And magugulat ka sa presyo nito, 18,000 pesos only. And here's the best part. Si Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G in China is just selling at 25,000 pesos. And pagdating sa Pilipinas, dagdagan mo ng 23,000 pesos, kaya magiging 48,000 pesos na siya. So kayo guys, do you still want to buy the Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G? Let me know in the comments and let me know kung ano phone ang napili nyo from my recommended list. And I'm pretty sure you get your money's worth compared to buying the Oppo Reno 14 Pro 5G. So guys, kung gusto nyo malaman kung saan nyo pwede mabili mga phones na nirecommend ko, I'll post the link on the description box below. And if you like this video guys, don't forget to share it to your friends. And a quick sub sa aking channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you in the next one. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.